All right, guys, what's going on? It's Josh again, and we literally have the biggest news of Bitcoin for the year. And this is not clickbait at all. I'm actually very, very surprised to see that Bitcoin's even down off of this. It does create a really, really good opportunity. So, you guys pay attention. I'll make this quick. If you are new, as always, drop a subscription, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any of the videos we're posting. And also go to the bio and get a free stock trading course, free chat room, everything. And yeah, I love you guys. So let's go and drop a like too. Did I say that? I don't know. But anyways, what just happened is something called BAKKT. Now you could go Google this, and it's ground changing, or ground changing, groundbreaking, game changing. What is happening is that there is now going to be pretty much a regulated exchange for Bitcoins. It's going to be a US regulated exchange, and this is going to be created. What makes it so big, it's created by ICE. That's the Intercontinental Exchange. These guys own the New York Stock Exchange. They're the leaders for clearinghouses, listings, any online trading for registered securities. These guys are it. So for them to put it together, it's crazy. They're backed by Microsoft. It's going to be run on Microsoft's cloud network, and you've already got it adopted by companies like Starbucks. And now this may sound dumb to the degree of, okay, yeah, Starbucks, they're going to be accepting Bitcoin. What good is that? It's actually huge because Starbucks, if you go look at like 2014, and what Starbucks was actually one of the first ever retailers to start doing digital payments and accept Apple Pay and stuff like that. So they are usually at the forefront of that. It's going off the back heels of what's his name, Schultz, the old CEO of Starbucks, said about Bitcoin. And it's just crazy because it's everything is really changing. And now the next big part about this, there's really two big parts to it. It's one, what this means for the industry, but now the Bitcoin ETF is probably going to get approved. So ICE plans to launch this in November. So by November this year, there's going to be a fully operational US regulated exchange for Bitcoin where you could buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, change it into other currencies, and put it into registered investments, which is insane. It's true. Again, like I said, and we'll talk about it to see where the price is now, and there hasn't been a reaction, is kind of mind blowing. And I think it's just the bear market in general. People aren't really picking up on this. And, people aren't just excited about what's going on to notice this comparatively. But getting back to the fact of the ETF, the US ETF for Bitcoin, the Winklevoss's ETF, it got rejected recently. And, Bitcoin kind of reacted off that negatively. But the thing was, Bitcoin didn't have a US regulated exchange. It didn't exist. So they wanted an ETF on something that it didn't have a regulated marketplace. That is what this is going to do. BAKKT, that's what it's called. That BAKKT will provide this. And now the next part is that it's going to establish a US warehouse for storage. It's called US regulated custody. So they're going to have a warehouse where they put Bitcoin and store it. That's how any commodity, that's what's required. They need literal United States custody, meaning it has to be in the United States. They have to have access to that commodity that they're letting people trade back and forth. And it's nuts. This is bigger. We saw the reaction of just, speculation of the ETF, what it did to Bitcoin. You saw that bring it up. And I think even if we go in the last 3 months, that's what people were talking about, and mixed in with all the other good news. You went from low sixes to higher eights, 8,400 or so. And I just think it's just mind blowing because this is going to be even crazier than even what the futures did back. I forgot when that was, but even when the US futures for Bitcoin came out, a lot of you couldn't even trade the futures. It's limited access, and futures were used for hedging. What this is going to do now is this BAKKT will allow people to start putting 401k, the Bitcoin in their 401ks. It's regulated, again, US regulated exchange with it. People are going to be able to put it in multiple funds, Bitcoin funds, everything. It is going to be truly groundbreaking. So all that needs to happen is that in November, they're waiting for approval from the United States Commodities, Futures, and Trading Commission, the US, what is it, the US FTC or some shit like that. But it's going to be most likely going to happen. The fact that they want to release this in 3 months, it's kind of insane because that means they've been working on it for a long time here in the past, and now they've just kind of announced it. They're getting there. And again, to the final point, Bitcoin hasn't even reacted upon this stuff. And again, the leaders, Microsoft, Starbucks, they're going to be kind of pushing the forefront. I'm very surprised to see Bitcoin not pricing this in. I think it could be an underpricing opportunity. Am I saying go buy, buy, buy? That's up to you. But I think if there's any opportunity where it's cheaper and you're not, you're not paying a premium on it. So I think it's going to be either create a good trading opportunity, a good time to buy, and even then, what it outlines now, I'm really starting to see a shift maybe in this bear market and see where kind of people's heads are at, and it's being felt through real exchanges. These companies are adopting it. It's getting adopted by Wall Street, and there's some big changes coming. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. I'll leave it there. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys like this, and hopefully you guys are prepared, man. Don't lose your faith, and at the same time too, be safe. So love you guys. Make sure you subscribe, drop a like, check out the free trading course. Love y'all.